Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Seamus, here with you again, and we are continuing our talk on unlocking potential. Today we're going to be looking at certain things that we can do in order to be able to help us unlock our potential. Now, these aren't the only things you need to do in order to unlock your potential. There's plenty of things out there. People have written thousands of books about how to unlock your potential, but these are three that we at Tobar Nua think that basically anybody can apply. And they're pretty simple that even Seamus has been able to apply these in his life. So the three things we're going to be looking at today are purpose, brain health, and perseverance. So the first one we're going to look at is purpose. Purpose gives us a sense of a reason for why we're doing the things that we're doing. And if you have a reason for doing the things that you're doing, you'll be much more likely to stay doing them even when the times are hard. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're really keen about doing a marathon, and that is what you want to do. In order to become a marathon runner, well, you got to start practicing by going for runs. And this is where the sense of the purpose comes in. If your purpose is, yes, this is the goal I want, this is what I want to achieve, then you will go running, hail, rain, or snow. Doesn't matter what's going on in your personal life. If you're not feeling good, or maybe you had woke up on the wrong side of bed, you're going to run because you want to be able to run that marathon. If you're more like me and you don't have that purpose of becoming the great marathon runner, maybe you look out the window and it's raining sideways and you're like, you know what? I don't think I'll run today. Maybe the next day your friends contact you and ask you to go to the cinema and you're like, oh, you know, I don't need to run today either. And you keep putting it off because you don't have that sense of purpose. You'll never become the marathon runner because you just don't see a point in training as much as the person who's like, this is what I was made to do. I want to be this. So having a sense of purpose means you'll be more focused on your goals and do everything you need to do to achieve them. The next thing that can help us then is our brain health. Now, your brain health involves looking after three specific areas. One is exercise, the other is eating right, your diet, and the third one then is sleeping. Now, I've talked a lot on this channel about exercise. Exercise is important, but remember, we're not just talking about going to the gym and looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Exercise can be something as simple as going for a walk. Elevate that heart rate. Exercise helps us so much, and it helps keep our brains healthy too. Now, the second thing is eating right. There are foods that are good for our brains and there are foods that are not so good for our brains. The foods that are good for our brains are those leafy green vegetables and nuts and berries, and they have antioxidants in them which actually can help us remember things better. There are certain supplements and vitamins we can take as well that can help boost our brains around exam time. And the final one is, you're going to love this, sleeping. Sleeping is so important. It's such an underrated part of our lives. Developing a regular sleeping pattern means that you'll be awake when you need to be awake and you can fall asleep when you need to fall asleep, which is pretty important. You don't want to be falling asleep in the middle of French class or when your friends are talking to you about something important and you completely forget when your friend's birthday party is on and you go over to your friend's house and everyone is there and they're like, why aren't you here with a present? And you're like, it's because I forgot there was a birthday party on, and everyone looks at you really strangely, and then you have to leave, but now you've forgotten where you live because you just didn't get a good night's sleep the night beforehand. So getting a good night's sleep is important. So remember, brain health, eating right, exercising, and sleeping right as well. The final point on this video that we're talking about things that can help you unlock your potential is perseverance. I have a whole video done on perseverance. So you've already seen it, you think it's amazing, you've given it a like, you've shared it with all your friends. So I'm just going to remind you really quick what perseverance is. It's not giving up despite facing difficult challenges. No matter what you do, you're going to be faced with challenges that are going to try and stop you from achieving your goals. So what do? Do you just give in? Do you buckle under the pressure and say, you know what, I didn't even want that thing to begin with? Or do you knuckle down? Do you get friends and family and people around you to support you and encourage you? Do you research ways of how can I tackle this problem? What can I do differently? Do you do everything in your power? Like, I don't know, watch a YouTube video about perseverance from a really, really cool guy to help you get to where you want to be. Reaching and unlocking your potential may seem pretty difficult. It may seem like some goal way out there, but there are steps that we can take to unlock our potential. I hope this video helps you. If you found it helpful, be sure to share it with someone you think might need it as well. Thank you so much, and we got one more video on this topic coming up later. Take care. Bye.